Hello house guests. Welcome to another Big Brother Canada 7 update and spoiler. So, today, our house guest of the day is Dominic Capello. Happy birthday, Dominic. We're not going to make a big deal about your birthday, but happy birthday. I hope it's going great. I hope it's going better than the Big Brother Canada house is right now. Unless you're a fan of the Pretty Boys Alliance, and I hope you're not. Alright, let's do a little recap of last night's live-ish show, because you know it's not really live. Chelsea was evicted unanimously for the first eviction. Then Adam won the HOH, and he nominated Kiki and Eddie. Oh. And then Kiki won the POV on that tilt table thing. Saved herself, so Kiera went up in Kiki's place, and Eddie was evicted unanimously. Oh, poor Eddie, he was crying. I felt so bad. Eddie, you're not boring. We enjoyed you, Eddie. We wish you would have stayed around a little bit longer so we could have gotten to know you more. But I did enjoy you, Eddie. So, the feeds returned after the live-ish show at around 10-ish. And we find out that Esty and Damien are in the secret room, the Leon's Lounge. And on the live show, Arissa said the Leon's Lounge is going to be on Sunday's show. So, boy, they really didn't waste any time showing it to the house guests. So they went in there, Damien and Esty, and closed the door. Because I think Esty had said something like, oh, we should close the door because maybe the door has to be closed with us in here for anything to happen. They could not get the veto. The alarm kept going off every time they touched it. So I think Dane and Adam came in and they were like, we hear voices in here. So then I forget what happened because I was watching it pretty much live, and there were boxes piled up or something. I don't know who put the boxes on the door after they went through the thing, but the door wouldn't open. They were trying to get out, but they couldn't open the door because the boxes were in the way. So when they took the boxes off, then pretty much everybody piled in there and was like, whoa, man, what is this place in here? Yeah, so everybody, of course, touched the freaking veto, and nobody got it. The alarms just kept going off, but everybody was like, hey, wait a minute, these screens here that look like paintings are actually television sets. Did you guys see any video of you know, any of us? So you know who needed major freak out control, and that would be Mark. Whoa, he was freaking out so bad. He pulled Dane aside and was like, bruh, I was talking some shit about you, and I just want to let you know that I didn't mean any of it, none of it. I was just blowing off some steam. Whoa, methinks you are feeling really guilty right now. How bad was it? How bad was it, Mark? So, Mark is convinced that Damien and Esty got to watch clips in there. He says he believes them, that they didn't see anything, but he's like, good luck trying to convince the rest of the house. And me. Even though I'm saying that I believe you. So he's really sweating it out. He's sweating out that drug test, right? So then we also find out that Sam is the new HOH. Promising, hopefully, don't F it up. We really want to see a power flip here, but I don't know if it's going to happen. I just don't know. We also find out that the competition involved going from room to room, finding clues, and I think it came down to a three-way tie between Dane, and Esty and Sam, and I think the question had something to do with the amount of rings in the last POV competition, and Sam was closest, so she won. And the other two are kicking themselves because they were gonna, I guess they were gonna write down different numbers, but they didn't at the last second, and they lost. So, because it came down to a tiebreaker. So, Sam will keep Dane safe, but she really feels like Esty does not deserve to make jury because she has just been on Dane's draft. You know what I mean? Like, she's in the race, but she's really got a little advantage there because she's aligned with him. She's his buddy. So, not really. But they are together in the game. They're a duo. Adam is trying to keep his side alliance safe, and it is so freaking obvious because every time Sam brings up a dude's name, Adam's like, no, I don't think you should put them up. I'm good with them. You shouldn't put them up. I don't know how many red flags. The store is running out of red flags. They're sold out. I don't think I could put up any more. So, she suggests, say that fast 10 times. She suggested Mark and Kiki. She wants to break up the thing with the boys because that's not cool. She doesn't want the boys having too much power. So blah, blah, blah. And then she mentioned Anthony and Corey, and Kiera stepped in at that point and was like, nope, you don't want to put up Anthony and Corey because I think that's somebody that we can... I think that's somebody that we can bring to our side. Eventually. Oh my God, you are back in the wrong horse. I'm telling you. It's, they keep saying Anthony is good with everybody in the house. That should read, you need to go home now because you've got a great social game. Get out. But no, they're not picking up on it. I don't know how it could be any more obvious. And yes, I am outside of the house, but they are actually saying it. He's got a great social game. Get out. Do they need something to hit them over the heads? I don't know. Boom. Anthony's got a great social game. He needs to go. So, the blood veto. Let's talk about that. Everybody's like, ooh, the blood veto. I wonder what that is. But they all seem to know that it's got some special powers. Because it kind of looks like the diamond veto, whatever that, from like, what was it, like season 2? Everybody is speculating on how to get that veto. Of course, everybody wants it. Nobody doesn't want it. So they don't know, is this going to be a candidate vote thing? Is this going to be a competition? Is somebody just got to go in there and take it? I don't know. We'll have to find out. I have no clue. I really don't know whether it's going to be, I doubt it's going to be Canada's vote. And I don't think it's going to be a competition. I think it's going to be like a Williams situation. From like, was that last season where he was in the secret room and I don't know. It's going to be interesting now. So the have-nots we also find out are Dane and the twins. And boy, is Dane having a rough time with the slop. I think he was complaining today that his butthole was hurting. I think he might have pooped his pants last night. I don't know. I didn't have any confirmation on that, so I'm not saying that it's completely true, but I think it might have happened. If you know, leave it in the comments. So, in the HOH room, after Sam got it, the feeds went down, she got her room, and then she's getting drunk in there. And she's got Adam and Kiera in there with her. And Adam kept suggesting, hey, why don't you put up Kiki and Corey? Red flag. Sorry, store's out. Yeah, that should have been telling, but I don't know whether Sam was so drunk that, no, you know what? She doesn't care. Kiera and Sam tell Adam that when the boys start turning on each other, he's going to be the first one to go. They think that he's at the bottom of that boys group, and Sam wants to make the first move against the guys. She wants to draw first blood against the guys so that Adam's not the first one out of that group. So she'd really like to nominate Dane and Esty, but they kind of, you know, she's not going to do it because didn't they promise them safety? But I thought that was only in the double, and like we're past that now. That would have been a big ballsy move that I wish she would have taken, but she didn't. That would have been sweet. She keeps coming back in her thinking, though, to Anthony and Corey. And Adam and Kiera keep shutting her down on that one. Again, couldn't be more wrong. So, Damien and Kiki are chatting, and they both agree. Mark is super sketch, and he would be a pretty good sacrifice to keep their team strong. I agree. So, today, Sam talks with Esty. She's telling her Mark's the target. Kiki's a pawn. And Esty agrees with putting up Mark, but she does not agree with putting up Kiki for obvious reasons. And Esty wants Kiera to go up because if Kiera went up, then Mark would surely go home against them. So Sam says, no, not doing that. Kiera's been on the block too many times. Plus, we have a thing. They think the guys would vote Mark out, but would they? I don't know if they have the votes. I'm thinking no. I'm thinking it's close, but I don't think they're gonna have the votes because it's 7 votes this week, right? So they would need 4 votes to get rid of Mark, and I just don't think they have them. So, Sam and Kiera. Kiera says, certain people like Anthony would hold a grudge if you put them up and they survive the block. She's not wrong, but that's not the biggest reason to put up, or there's better reasons to put up Anthony than there is to avoid Anthony. So the safest option, they agree, is Mark and Kiki. And that's pretty much one of the first things that Sam said after she won the HOH, that she should put up Mark and Kiki. So she's pretty much stuck with that. Kiera, thinks this is going to be a good move to reset the house in their favor. To reset the dynamic in the house. I don't think defibrillator paddles would revive this house. Come on. But I guess, you got to start somewhere, right? Baby steps. So Kiki and Esty, they're talking, I guess, in the have-not room, and Esty's like, yeah, the meeting with Sam didn't go too good for you. Didn't go good at all. It reminds me of that scene in Beetlejuice where they're in purgatory or whatever it is. It's like the government offices, the civil servants, and the football player's like, hey coach, I don't think we survived the crash. Nope, you didn't. So it's 8-ish a.m. today, and Dane awakens like a young toothless child on Christmas morning to discover the blood veto is gone. Oh my God, he goes running in there because he was planning on taking it, and he comes busting out of there when he sees that it's missing and bolts up to the HOH room and is like, the veto is gone, where's Adam? Or as he calls him, Pikes, which I have no idea why he does, but whatever. I guess it's got something to do with Newfoundland or whatever. I don't know. So, Adam was nowhere to be found. Everybody was looking for Adam, and apparently Adam was outside. I guess there's a bathroom out there for when they're on outdoor lockdown. Or just a bathroom because it's more convenient, but I have a feeling it's when they're on lockdown. which is nice because they don't have that in the BBUS. If they were on like an outdoor lockdown or whatever, I guess they just have to hold it. But he came in after they found him and told him that the blood veto was gone, and he was just like, what? It's gone? What? He didn't seem to be reacting like somebody who didn't have the veto. So I'm thinking, wow, that's really sus. Really sus. And the way the whole thing went down, though, I mean, did Dane, was he just looking for Adam to tell him the veto was gone? It almost seemed like he knew that Adam had the veto. It was just really weird. So, it's time for Wendy's, and Sam had said that she was going to choose Kiera, but in the end she chose Anthony because she wanted to talk game with him, I guess, and wanted to ask him, hey, why don't you ever talk game with me? Surprisingly, Rosina was the server. That's cute. I like Rosina. She was a cutie. And Anthony says that he doesn't have to talk game to Sam because he talks to Adam, and Adam is close with Sam, so it's kind of like understood that if he talks to Adam, you know, it's like unnecessary. And Sam hates that because she wants to do it by herself. She doesn't want to be known in this game as Adam's girlfriend or partner or whatever. She wants to play her own game, and she has somewhat been trying to play her own game-ish. I don't know, but she wants, you know, that pisses her off. She wants Anthony to view her as a separate person. So Anthony told Kiera, and this was totally disgusting and unnecessary and cruel and inhumane punishment, that, all right, he told Kiera that Chelsea wanted Kiera and reciprocated all of the feelings that Kiera had for Chelsea. Because Kiera was like, I had a crush on Chelsea. And Anthony was like, oh yeah, I know. And she wanted you too. That was so mean. That was so mean. But you know what? Anthony has shown himself to have a really mean side to him as well. Especially when he was dealing with getting Chelsea out and going after Sam. And somebody must have hurt him bad. That's all I can say in the past. So Sam told both Kiki and Mark separately that they were going up on the block tonight because nominations are later today. It's pretty certain that Kiki and Mark are going up. I think it's a good move. I mean, I would have loved to have seen Dane and Esty go up, but I guess that would have been too big. Too much too soon. So, Helen. Sorry, I had to say it. I mean, it's never too soon to start playing Big Brother, right? Besides, we're almost to jury. Somebody better start playing. Otherwise, you might as well just hold your hand out, Mama Kay, and give the money to the pretty boys, right? So let me know what you guys thought in the comments, if you thought anything. And we'll see you tomorrow. And until then, much love.